Good morning. Friday. Favorite day of the week. Friday in Israel is your Sunday in the US. It's a non-work day. So I'm actually going weekend shopping now. Not going to work. So it won't be too long of a meerkat, but definitely have these 5 pain points that I've been thinking about for a very long time. Good morning, Husky. 5 pain points that I've been thinking about for a very, very long time on the web that I really, really do believe that whoever solves one of these problems or all of these problems can have a very big success on their hands. Now, some of them are being attempted to be solved. Some companies are attempting to solve them. I don't think, in reality, any of them really have been cracked yet. Good morning, everyone. So let's just jump right in. 5 of the biggest pain points on the social web that I think whoever solves will have a very big success on their hands. But before I get into them, let me just take a sip of this caffeine. That's great. 7 a.m. by the way, whoever was wondering. All right, so let's start with attribution. I've talked about this in the past, and definitely some people are trying to solve this, so it's not a new problem, but it is a real problem. And as the social web continues to expand and grow and the market becomes more saturated, this problem only increases and magnifies. If you share something, a blog post, for example, and whoever tweets it doesn't give you credit, for example, this is just one example among many, you lose your, the attribution or the credit that you deserved. You tweet something, someone quotes you in your tweet, the next person retweets them, 5 retweets down, your name is lost. You tweet a picture, someone just copies and save as the picture, uses that picture, you're lost. It's in my opinion, it's not necessarily something that I'm gonna lose sleep over per se, because I'm not really making money from my content, but someone whose content is their product, is their livelihood, losing that attribution, in the journalistic world, the journalism world. So it's all about, scoops and breaking stories. And I always thought it was kind of childish, like, who broke the story first? And although there is something to be said, listen, if it's your, it's your job, it's your livelihood to report breaking news and scoops, then yeah, it makes a big difference if you were first to the scene. And I know that, last summer I tweeted a picture and it got 1,300 retweets. It was picked up, the picture was picked up by BuzzFeed, by Mashable, by Times of Israel, and by a million other websites, and my name was nowhere to be found, which again, doesn't make a difference to me because I'm not making money from that picture. But if I were an artist, think about that, right? If I drew a picture, if I painted a picture and I tweeted it or I shared it, whatever it is, the point is, on the social web, with the way the ripples work, where you tweet or you share something and it goes out of control, which is only a good thing, the whole concept of attribution is a real problem. And one company I know that's trying to address this, and I think they're doing a brilliant idea, a brilliant concept, and I really actually like the product, is startafire.com. Young entrepreneur, who's serial entrepreneur, who's done a few things over the last couple of years, and he has this thing called startafire.com that if you take any URL, any link, and you put it through startafire.com and you share that link, then the person who shares it, as in you, your name appears on that link on the bottom right corner forever. Whoever shares that link, your name will always appear there. That's kind of cool. So that's one issue is attribution. And that's a real problem. But the biggest pain point for me, and I'm going to stop the car for 1 second just to see if I have any comments here that I should address. Good morning, Saul. Fixed it, thanks. Mute iPhone possibly, not being rude. Why can't I hear anything? You guys can hear me, I'm assuming, right? I hope. Well, there's 62 people who came in, 65 people who came in, so I'm assuming someone hears me. So the next thing, and this is my biggest pain point, is I've written, I haven't counted, but I would imagine I've written thousands and thousands, probably 5,000 to 10,000 articles over the last 8 years on the internet. And I would say 5% of them were timely, were like breaking news, or were news items that are no longer relevant. 95% of them are still relevant. Out of those 95%, I would say I get traffic today to maybe 20%, maybe. A lot of them are user guides, really relevant things, but they don't get traffic. And why is that? Because old content just goes into the black hole. Now, I understand that Google, in theory, is supposed to be able to drive SEO, whatever it is, but the reality is that's not the case, and old traffic does get lost on the internet. Now, there are, again, companies trying to solve this like Taboola and Outbrain, which do a fantastic job, both unbelievable companies. But I use Outbrain on my blog. I love Adam Singolda, the CEO of Taboola. We're fellow dronies. Both great companies. Startafire.com, actually, on top of the little pop-up of shared by Hillel, it also says, check out, I could actually promote content there also. So they're also trying to crack it. So many people are trying to crack this problem of old content getting lost. But again, no one's really done it. And the bottom line is that old content is totally lost on the internet. And I don't think anybody has really solved this problem. That is a real problem. I think whoever can really kind of help publishers continue to stream traffic to their old blog posts without manually tweeting them every 5 years, I think could be a huge win for the ecosystem and for whoever it is builds that company. I really think it could be a tremendous success. That's the second thing. Or that, what are we up to? Third thing, right? No, we're up to the second thing. All right, the third thing, and this is, oh my gosh, this is driving me berserk, like bonkers lately. So, like, you guys for sure saw that video or that new drone that came out called Lily. It was all over the place, and I counted. I got that video on Facebook and Twitter from 84 people. 84 people sent me the video thinking they were the first person to show it to me. Now, I'm not like, saying don't send me cool stuff if you come across cool things. It's awesome. But wouldn't it be nice if there was wouldn't it be nice if there was some way to know that this person already saw this article, already saw this video, already saw this Kickstarter campaign, whoever saw, there was an article this week going around about people who wear cool socks or whatever. I don't remember what it said even. I got that article from 75 people. Because I wear socks. I'm into socks, which is, again, it's not a big deal. It's not like a waste of my time. When a person tags me on Facebook, it appears on my timeline, but when it happens, 10 times and then 20 times, it's a little bit frustrating. And I actually brought this point up a few weeks ago, and an entrepreneur who I really respect, disagreed with, he debated me on this, and he's like, well, from my perspective, I came across something cool I wanted to show, and I totally get that. I'm not in any way trying to sound like I'm being a snob, and on the other hand, it would be really cool if there was some solution to know this guy already came across this because X, Y, and Z tweeted it to that person or sent it to them on Facebook or whatever it is. Obviously, you can't know a person's email, but at least publicly, if someone sent something to you, Facebook or Twitter, whatever it is, you'll know not to send it again. I think that would be an amazing platform for someone to build, and I don't know how to do it even. On the technical side, I wouldn't even know how to do that, but I think that would be a real. I think it's becoming more of a problem again as the market grows and as viral content continues to be distributed. People are getting the same content and seeing the same content on their Facebook and Twitter feeds 500 times, and it, in my opinion, is a little bit annoying. So that's another problem that I think should be solved. Let's jump to the next thing. There's two more. The next thing I think is something I've spoken about many times, and I don't think it's anything new, and I don't think I'm going to teach you anything new about this, but just general marketer spam. Like, I really think you guys could go look at my Twitter right now. Seriously, go look at my Twitter right now. I mean, my last tweet before I shared this stream was a guy tweeting saying, "Would love you to check out my latest blog post." And of course, what did I do? I went into their, Twitter feed to see who this person is, and what does he have there? 100 tweets of, "Would love you to check out my latest blog post. Would love you to check out my latest blog post," to 50 different people. And I responded, which I generally do, and I said, "Dude, why are you doing that? Like, you want me to check out your blog post just like you want me to check out, just like the other 50 people you tweeted the exact same thing to?" And he responded, which surprised me because I thought he was a spammer, saying, "Oh, it wasn't 100 people. It was just, some people, I respect their opinion." I'm like, that's fine, but writing the same thing to even to two people, the exact same thing, is, in my opinion, not okay. And he apologized, by the way, which is something that's uncommon. And he said he won't do it again. And I said, fine, great. I'm happy to check out your blog post. And I just think there's got to be a way to prevent that garbage from happening. Let me just read some of your comments here. Jeff Goldberg, hey man, content that gets lost is less relevant, and most content curators are only interested in content that people find relevant. Husky, that's completely not true. I wrote a blog post, everything you need to know about Twitter and tweeting, 7 years ago. It's as relevant as ever, but it's lost in the black hole of the internet. I'm so excited I finally get to see your stream. Thank you so much. I got the same content a lot of times in other WhatsApp groups. Exactly, that is the problem that I'm talking about. I hope WhatsApp can do it. That's why you love Twitter. Yeah, well, Twitter solves this issue with retweets. What are you talking about? How does Twitter... I'm not sure which issue you're referring to, but Twitter doesn't... Start a Fire is great. They have a great team. Yes, Shari, they do. Saul, I can hear you. Great. Okay, then, so let's try to remember the 4 things that we've said so far. All right, let's see. We got attribution, right? So make sure the fact that you lose attribution on the internet. We got marketer spam, which is a real problem. We got viral content coming to you 1,000 times. And we got old content getting lost. Boom. Those are the 4 things. Let's talk about the 5th thing. Oh, auto DM spam. Yeah, major issue. The 5th thing is a little bit different than the first 4, and that is that, I love Meerkat. I love Meerkat. I interviewed Ben this week. You guys should check out that interview. It was awesome. I love Meerkat. I love the team. I love the product. I think it's a really significant move in terms of democratization of, like, online influence. Talked about this many times. I think it's the natural next step, and it's awesome. I love Twitter, as you guys know. I love Instagram. I love Pinterest. I love all these platforms. Okay, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against them. But I was in a room yesterday with a group of VCs. All right, like we were 6 people in the room, and I literally said, raise your hand if you're comfortable going live on Meerkat right now. 1 person raised their hand. Yours truly. The other 5 people said I would never go live on Meerkat. How many times have you guys heard people say, Twitter? I have nothing to say, right? So the problem that I'm talking about here is that all these platforms are fantastic for us geeks. But mainstream audiences, mainstream consumers, my mom absolutely would never use any of these platforms. Facebook, I think, has taken off because of exactly that. It is mainstream. But that's fantastic for what Facebook is. But think about all the other different types of, communication, right? Let's take video, for example, right? Video is, everyone agrees video is going to be huge. It's already huge. It's going to get even bigger. But it's totally not, it's not applicable or not relevant for mainstream. Whoever can crack that and enable, and Snapchat, I think, has tried to do that, but I don't think Snapchat's ever going to be mainstream just because of its user experience and other things about it, but mainly because of its brand in the beginning when it launched with the whole ephemeral thing and what people thought it was being used for. But I think that whoever can make a platform /app /whatever product that enables me to use the different mediums like video, like audio, like different things, besides just status updates like on Facebook, that's fine. But other things to express my opinion in a way that I'm so comfortable and there's no barrier, that I just feel comfortable doing it, that is going to be a huge win, because there's no question that video is going to take off. And I love Meerkat. You guys know I love Meerkat. With all due respect, Meerkat will not be the platform to bring it to mainstream audiences, in my opinion, because most people are just not comfortable doing this. And I think whoever can create some sort of a platform that even audio or video or whatever it is, that enables anybody, it's just boom, 1 click, I'm now live and I'm comfortable doing it. And I don't know how to do that. Again, I'm not, it's a user experience thing, to be honest with you. Maybe it's the number of people that I see in here that intimidates some people. I don't know what it is exactly, but there definitely is a barrier here, and I don't think most people are going to be ever comfortable doing this, just like most people are never going to be comfortable tweeting. And this is obviously magnified when it's video, but even tweeting, I've heard, we've all heard it a million times. I have nothing to say. Everyone has something to say, but they're just not comfortable putting themselves out there. And there are a lot of people like that. Most people are like that, I would imagine. Whoever enables people to express their opinion in a very seamless manner, in a very comfortable manner, and something that doesn't make them, feel intimidated, that I think will be a very, very big deal for video and for audio and for whatever type of kind of communication they use. I think that will be huge. But right now, we're not there yet. We're not even close to there yet, I think. And while we all know in our heads, that video is huge and it's going to be huge, it's not really ever anywhere near mainstream right now. Let's read some of your comments. In the works right now with our company will be called Home Frame. Okay, I'm interested. Well, send me some info. I hope for Google Plus to succeed. You hoped for Google Plus to succeed? Is that you trolling me? Because you know what I think about Google Plus, but that's a topic for another time. I love Google Plus. Facebook's big push for video will encourage ordinary people to go live, just like now every grandma is posting her grocery list. Yeah, Facebook's push for video is lame. I use Facebook video, and it's just try to upload an HD video from mobile, and you'll see how far Facebook is from. Even, by the way, YouTube, with all due respect, uploading an HD video to YouTube from mobile is ridiculous. I don't know why I need another app for that on iOS called Capture. But yeah, we're not there. My mom is comfortable on private WhatsApp groups. People fear getting hazed by strangers. Whereas 5 years ago, my grandmother didn't know what email was. Okay, I agree with you. We're getting there. We're taking steps, baby steps. In the works right now, okay. Have you seen blab.im? I have not. Google Plus solved the public issue with circles. Interesting. It's a generation culture thing, 100%. What if MK continues to cozy up to Facebook? Won't that make it more accessible to people like your mom? No, I don't think so. And I don't think Meerkat, by definition, the culture, kind of like the live thing, fits with the way people use Facebook. I don't think so at all. The next generation will not have a problem going live. Okay, we'll see about that. Attribution, marketer spam, viral content 100 times. Content gets lost. Right. Okay, so you summed it up for me. Even if 10 of my followers retweeted something, I only see it once. I see what you're saying. Okay, that's true. Yeah, okay. So in terms of that, on Twitter, you won't see content 10 times, although you will, because but with retweets you won't, but you'll still see articles 10 times. And I think something goes viral on Product Hunter, on TechCrunch, you'll see it 100,000 times on Twitter also. It's a problem. Listen, again, as I'm speaking these words, I hear myself. I see in my head the first world problem meme with the woman with the headache. It's like, oh God, I have to see viral content 100 times. But it's first world problems, right? We're so lucky and we're an amazing generation, and et cetera, et cetera. But I feel like if we don't push forward and innovate more, then we'll just stand still. So those are 5 problems that I think need to be solved, and I'll just quickly go over them, and then I'm going to go shopping. So let me just park here. Here you go. All right, so we got what we got here. We got attribution, right? Getting proper attribution for your content. We got seeing viral content 100 times. We got marketer spam. What am I missing here? We got barriers. By the way, at Zula, just FYI, we're a team communication app, right, to help teams communicate. Instead of using like email and WhatsApp and Dropbox and Google Drive and 50,000 other things to talk to your team, we were working. We have an app to enable you to talk, but we are. I'm not saying pivoting because we're keeping Zula on the App Store, but we are working on something pretty freaking cool that I think is relevant to the 5th one. It's not by any means a social network, but it's I think it will remove barriers in a lot of ways. So that's really, really interesting. Read what you said here. For the Meerkat is hard because I feel weird just talking to the cam. Better to have a conversation. I agree, but that's what I think is interesting about Meerkat as opposed to Periscope, is that I see your comments afterwards and I can interact with you afterwards and during, whereas the Periscope comments kind of disappeared. In the future, your Google Glass will recognize and will block out content you saw already. Yeah, in the future, there is no Google Glass, my friend. Loving this stream. Good night from Boca Raton. Oh, man, I was in Boca Raton like 6 months ago. Love that place. It's beautiful there. Blab is a 4-way video chat with commenting, sort of like Hangouts, but it works. Okay. Blab.im is wonderful. Needs some more work. You have to be open to expressing yourself in the first place. Everyone is not on that stage yet. Correct, I agree. But this geek perspective regarding video quality is a different issue than comfort for regular user. Agreed. This is real TV. Okay. Planning a morning daily Meerkat stream discussing our upcoming move to Israel. Sweet, Tova. Welcome. Really appreciate your input. Thank you so much. Your streams are some of the best content on Meerkat, dude. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you to say. Whereas 5 years ago, most grandmas didn't know what email was. Guys, how do you like this shirt that I got from Microsoft Israel? Can you read it? Is it backwards? An organism with $100 million long-term vision and 0 short-term income. I think that's pretty spot on. Let's see who's here. Let's give some shout-outs. Is that Faggy? Faggy, what's cooking? Good looking. How you doing? Boca Raton, hey, what? Oh, is that you just commented good night from Boca Raton? Oh, I guess that would be you because I was at your house 6 months ago. Rob, welcome. Let's see who else is here. Steve, how you doing? Let's see some. Can't go through everyone, but the truth is it says a lot of people. I don't think there's that many icons here, if I could see correctly, but I could be wrong. Ackerman, how you doing, sir? Wow, Traveler, you look like Steve Wozniak in your avatar. Let's see who else here. I know you. Shy, how you doing? Tova. I knew I recognized that. Oh, look who's here. New drawer, the man himself. Neve, how you doing, dude? Me and Ben were talking about you the other day. We agree that you're pretty awesome. Shari, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Scott, what's cooking? Good looking. Scott from campuspursuit.com. Saul, how you doing? Looking forward to meeting you here. Grab some good steaks when you're in Jerusalem. Damien, put a profile picture. Your face is an egg here. Your face is an egg is not me making fun of you. Your face is actually an egg. Ken Braley. All right, guys. All right, so those are my 5 issues. I think, you know, really for me, the biggest one is by far old content getting lost, right? I mean, it hurts me. I have so much old content that's, when I say old, it's, you know, chronologically, it was a long time ago that I wrote it, but it's completely relevant today. And, you know, at the end of the day, newer content just gets resurfaced on search much better. And I think Facebook nailed the resurfacing thing. Like, I just got my memories this morning. You know, Facebook does that now. They copy time hop and they give you your memories from a year ago, from 2 years ago. And so I saw that a year ago. I was sitting with Jeff Pulver at Prime Grill in New York City, and I commented, and then it resurfaced, you know, the picture. And I think that's really cool. Some people don't like it. I actually do like that. I think it's a great way to resurface old content. Speaking of New York City, I miss it so much. I want to go back so badly. Anyway, so yeah, so this t-shirt's from Microsoft Israel. The latest Think Next event, they were having a t-shirt giveaway for Instagram posts. It's a cute little thing they did, but I love this t-shirt, and it's spot on. What's your opinion about the June oven? Give me some more information. I don't even know what that is. Where can we find your great older content, Hillel? So you can go to my Pinterest, and there's actually a Pinterest board called Hillel's Meerkats. And it's every single meerkat I've done for the past 2 months. Sherry, who's here right now, put it together for me. She's awesome. Every time I get a catch from my meerkats, she posts it on the Pinterest board. So all my meerkats are there. So it's kind of like a Pinterest board of YouTube videos of meerkat streams. So how's that for meta? I love Time Hop. Yeah, I love Time Hop also. Unfortunately, Facebook kind of like, you know, came out with their own competing product. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but we'll see. Ernie, how you doing? Good morning from Israel. Let's see who else is in here. Going for greatness. Okay, I don't know your name, but sure. It's a smart oven that costs $1,500. Smart oven. Okay, what is it? Like a connected oven? Tell me more. I don't know anything about it. Anyway, guys, I am at the supermarket. I'm gonna go shopping now, but I definitely appreciate you guys coming in, and I love the fact that we were on video the whole time. I wasn't driving on the highway today, so we didn't get disconnected like we usually do, and that's freaking annoying. I think Meerkat really needs to solve that. What are some Meerkat channels you recent following? I feel like it's hard to find good quality channels on here. There's no Meerkat TV directory. Yes, there is. MeerkatStreams.com. Check it out. It's not a Meerkat product. It's third party, but that's Meerkat's philosophy. They opened up their API. MeerkatStreams.com. Gary Vee is an investor in June. Sweet, I'll check it out. Some channels I recommend. Jeff Goldberg's amazing. He gives you tours of New York, and it's freaking awesome. I think, who else is awesome? Neve is great. Ben is great. Uri's great. These guys, Uri doesn't stream that often, but what he does is it's entertaining. Unfortunately, the leaderboard is not a great indication of, great streams, because, you know, what's at the top of the leaderboard isn't necessarily great content, unfortunately, and it kind of makes me sad. Yeah, I know I shouldn't drink this in the morning, but I need my energy. It does make me sad, though, honestly. Us pathetic men looking at these women, it bothers me. Why are they, when I say us, I don't mean us, I mean others. I don't do that. I don't look at it. I really don't, but it really, like, she might be a very nice woman, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, great, but top of the leaderboard, she might be a very nice lady. I'm sure she is, but, like, standing there like that, it upsets me. Anyway, did you get an Apple Watch? Now, I'm using a Pebble Steel for now. I do want to get an Apple Watch, and someone actually reached out to me. Michael Block from McKinsey reached out to me yesterday, 2 days ago, and he said, you're about to hit 100 people that you've gotten jobs for. Let me speak to all 100, and everyone will chip in and buy you an Apple Watch. And I actually did think about it for like 12 seconds, and then I responded to him, and I said, you know what? If I'm going to get reward for helping people get jobs, then I don't want it to be an Apple Watch. Let it be somewhere else, and, so... if you understood what I just said, then great. If not, not. But I'm not going to ask the people I've gotten jobs for to get me an Apple Watch. So I didn't get an Apple Watch. It's kind of an expense I can't justify right now. I'm not the type to wait for version 2, but like I love my Pebble, to be honest with you, and I'll probably get it sooner or later. But I don't think I'm going to actually go out and buy one right now. But we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Leaderboard's algorithm is outdated. Yes, leaderboard algorithm is outdated, and they are updating it. Ben told me how they're updating it, but I'm not allowed to talk about that. But they are updating it soon. Have you talked with companies that are actively building accessibility features? Explain what you mean. Accessibility for what? You can watch live while your food is baking. I don't know. Oh, you can watch. Okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Anyway, so guys, I'm gonna go shopping now, and I appreciate you jumping in as always. But it is weekend here, so I'm gonna start my weekend now. I don't usually stream on Fridays, but maybe I'll start because apparently people are awake. What else can I tell you? I have a few more ideas for meerkats that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. But if you have ideas, guys, that you just want to hear me talk about, if I know anything about it, I'm not saying I know everything about everything, but got my Apple Watch 2 days ago, and I'm starting to love it. Awesome. If there is something that you want me to talk about, whether it's about marketing or startups or VCs or social or tech or whatever it is, if I know about it, I'm happy to talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about the whole Twitter kind of shift or transition that they're going through right now in terms of the CEO leaving, and they're expanding the messaging, the DM, from like 140 characters to 10,000. I can't even imagine getting a 10,000 character DM. It gives me a headache to even think about. Equal accessibility for all users, including disabled. I mean, again, in the digital world, mobile, what are we talking about here? On the iPhone, there's a whole accessibility section here where I can do a million things if I'm disabled. Thanks for sharing, Hillel. So glad to finally catch you live. Thank you so much. It's really, really nice of you to say. I really appreciate that. Who else is good streams on Meerkat? Let me just think here. Who else is good? Obviously, U2 is great. Watching U2 live is completely surreal. And I'll probably talk. Maybe I'll do a stream about the whole Meerkat Periscope debate. I think it's such a stupid thing to talk about, but people are talking about it, so maybe I'll tell you. I'll just share my opinion on that. Maybe. I don't know. But I definitely am looking for more topics to talk about. I mean, I have a lot of topics in my head, but what's interesting to you guys? Twitter started feeling like spam. Stay up too late just to watch you. Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you to say. Who else is in here now? It's weird because Tova, did you leave and come back? Because it just showed up your name, it popped your name up again. Let's see who else is in here. Casey. Someone has the pi sign. I love that it's stable today. I'm not like going in and out. It's fantastic. It's great. Anyway, guys. That's all for now. I'm going to go, and no, 10K DMs will be a paradise for spammers. Yeah, I agree. Now we can DM novels. Yeah, that's true. All right, guys, that's all. Now I'm really going to go. Peace. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, and an amazing weekend. The Zula team is here for all week next week, so we're going to be continuing to build what we're building. I'm very, very excited about it. Scott, you will get a beta testing. You get the opportunity to beta test it, and I'm telling you guys right now, whoever's here right now, if you want to beta test something really interesting, shoot me a tweet, shoot me an email. My email is the same as my Twitter account at Gmail, and I will send you a copy of the beta app as soon as it's ready in a matter of weeks. I promise you'll like it. I'm not going to say more, but you will like it. It's first of all, it's beautiful, but also it's a really cool and unique idea. And I know that I've talked about unique ideas and how there's always competition. There is competition, but it's a really unique idea. So let me know if you want to beta test that. And yeah, that's all for now, guys. Take care.